Larry saw himself on camera. All right, we'll call the meeting to order. The record will reflect this is the Lawrence County Alcoholic Beverage Board, December 1st, 2025. No remonstrance are present, but we have an applicant with violations. So if each of you would please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to the penalties of perjury that the answers given on your application and any answers to any questions asked by the board to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. Pub 15 Incorporated, RR 4740273, they have a violation as well, and they're not in attendance. So they'll be continued to our January meeting. And the only other item on the agenda today is Bedford Boat and Sportsman's Club Incorporated, RR 4700681. So you guys can sit there if you like, just talk nice and loud. Tell us your names.
Scott Solomon.
Good what?
Common.
He's the head.
Commodore.
He's the boat club, that's.
Yeah, if you gotta have it. Commodore is kind of right up there. Okay. Commodore, man, I'd use that everywhere. You got a cool nickname? What's yours?
Oh, I'm Grady East, I'm the bar manager.
Okay, that's not as cool as Commodore.
Just good luck to work.
Yeah, dude, you are officially the first Commodore I've ever met.
Yeah, he also works at Crane.
He's a crane Commodore.
He's a Crane.
Okay. You guys were issued 2 violations in the past year, I guess. Just give us a rundown of those violations as far as you understand them, and then tell us what you guys have done to correct these issues.
Well, I could have swore we had 3 violations.
Wait. See.
I mean, if you can tell me what they are, what you have, because.
Yeah, let me click back on here. I see 2 in 2025. Yeah, no, it's just 2 in 2025. Last one before that would have been 2014. So looks like March 15th, it was for allowing carryout, service to non-members. And I've clicked on the same one twice. So let me go back into this and bring up the right report. I guess tell me about that first while I'm bringing this up.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So that doesn't happen very often because we're a private club. That night happened to be an open night. And it was right at drawing time because I'm usually watching the doors. I've had 2 doors, one on the side entrance and one in the front. And all the members know we don't have carryout. It was March, it was fairly cold, so nobody's out on the deck. We were allowed to go on the property without, you just can't get your car drive off.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked to Exxon several times and we had some complaints from the neighbors. And they happened to be standing in the parking lot because I told them we didn't have carryout. Somebody walked up, got a beer, walked back out, and nobody even seen them do it. And I went back to check our cameras to see if I could find out who it was. And for whatever reason, our camera in the front wasn't working, which it doesn't do that great a job. It's dark outside anyway. But since that time, we have posted the laws from the boat club stating that you cannot take any kind of alcohol out. If you do, you're a member, you're going to be barred for life. Because we're not going to mess with this stuff anymore. And now we have people watching our doors, especially on an open night. Like I said, everybody knows better. That's a member now.
Okay. I think you characterized that fairly accurately with regards to your floor plan. So you can exit the building, you can't go into the parking lot, you just can't drive away. And I think part of the complaint was that there were beer cans kind of strewn down the road. People toss them out as they were driving away from
That's not us. For number one, we recycle all our cans. You're not allowed off the property with it. We have a neighbor right next door that has a recreation park, and there's a lot of people living there. We have a trailer court up on top of the hill, and people drive up and down that road all the time.
Sure.
90% of people that live on that road are members of both clubs. They're not going to trash their own neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? That same lady that filed all those complaints, we should have filed back with her, but we're not trying to fight for her. She picks the cans up out of her yard and comes down and physically dumps them all in our yard. We have her on camera, we've had visual witnesses of it, and the board, my board wanted to go and try to prosecute her, and I was like, look, I don't want to get in a fight with this thing. We just want to be, we never had trouble with anybody before, and we don't want any now.
Yeah.
She slacked off a little bit since.
I can't say that I'm familiar with this location at all. Like, tell
Most
me,
people don't know where it's at.
tell me about the club. What, I mean, clearly it's not on the lake somewhere.
That's right down here on White River.
Okay,
You know where Arby's is at?
Yeah.
Okay, if you turn left, you come back towards the Bedford. If you turn right, you go down over the hill, it takes you right to the river. We've got 20 acres down there.
okay,
So we're allowed, so we've got a pretty good sized clubhouse, and we have a deck, big deck on with gazebos on the front. So you're allowed to drink there. We have a couple of events down in the summertime where you can go down. We have a shoot house down there where you shot down the shoots on in the winter time. So you can drink there. We've got 2 campgrounds, so you can drink there. Just can't, basically the only place you can't drink is get in your car and drive off the property.
okay.
And that's what this officer said. He goes, because I talked to him before and told him, I said, it's this lady's driveway is like from here, from our property, from here to the building across the street. That's how, I was like, if somebody did leave their beer, they're not gonna finish it and throw it out, 15 seconds after you drive off the property.
Yeah.
I said, so anyway, you can, and so I told him that, I said, now, I'm not saying somebody wouldn't walk off the deck with a beer, get in the car, and drive over to their camper, or get in the golf cart and drive over to the camper, but you're not allowed off the property. And he said he watched them drive off the property before they came in.
So who is gonna monitor it now? Who's gonna watch
We
it?
have board members that watch the doors every, it's, and we have cameras also inside, so if somebody says, hey, I seen somebody go outside for beer, and I've actually chased people out there. They go, no, I'm just going to the deck. I was like, all right, let's walk off this porch and get in your car. I said, you're gone.
Did you use your cameras to figure out who left that night with it?
We looked and the camera couldn't pick it up. It was like a spider web in front of it or something. It was dark already. And it was just blurry. You couldn't even tell who it was. I asked the bartender about it. She didn't recall, because we don't have that many people that drink Miller Lite, and it happened to be what the officer said. The guy got a Miller Lite can and walked down the stairs, got in his car. So they didn't even shut his car. It's very suspicious. The guy drives up on a band night, open night, leaves his car running, gets out, walks up the stairs, buys a beer, walks back down the stairs, gets his car back. That never happens, but like I said, since then, we have posted all the alcohol rules, especially for non-members, right there by the door saying what you can and can't do, where you can and can't drink. And then we have people watching the doors. Most of the people come in when they're there. And we have cameras outside each room.
Okay. And then the other violation was on June 24th of 2025. And I see where you actually did have 3 violations, but we're not here to talk about the tobacco violation. That doesn't have anything to do with your alcohol license.
Right.
But the alcohol component of that was that you guys went to JC and you purchased liquor for the bar service. So, yeah, I guess.
I did that.
All right, so,
I never buy from the store like that. It was Christmas Eve and I just decided we needed eggnog and I went to JC store and I bought it. I brought it back, not thinking nothing about it. We served it and there just happened, I turned the receipt in like I would any groceries or anything, and the excise gentleman found the receipt. And when he said, "Now you sure you don't go store other places buy alcohol?" I was like, "No, sir, I don't do that. If I run out, I run out till the rep gets there and orders it." He said, "How about the JC store on Christmas Eve?" And I knew right then. He told me, he said, if you have any more of it, you get it out of the building and dispose of it. And that's what I did. So that was me.
okay. So I'm just curious. I mean, it doesn't have any effect on the alcohol license, but I mean, there was quite a lot of cigarettes purchased from the retail. Was that you as well?
Yes, I do just buy the cigarettes, but I never knew that you wasn't allowed to spend over $1,000 with a retailer. And when I would go buy my cigarettes, I was spending about 1,500 every 2 weeks, because I only bought every 2 weeks. And when he come in, the officer seen the check for 1,500. And I said, yes, sir, I'm the one that goes buys the cigarettes, but I buy them from the smoke shack down here. And he said I couldn't do that because he wasn't a distributor, he was a retailer. So now I know not to go over that $1,000 when I go buy cigarettes.
Well, there's not a monetary limit associated with it. It's just you cannot buy cigarettes from another retailer and resell them.
That's not what he said.
That's what he told me. He said I couldn't spend over $1,000 if I buy from a retailer, but if I buy from a distributor, I can spend as much money as I want, is what he told me.
Like, no, well, it's right, because I mean, we have to talk to the distributor, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay, so I guess questions about the alcohol portion of either one of these?
I understand, she didn't know that the eggnog had alcohol in it. Is that right?
No, I did not know. I just picked up the eggnog and, I mean,
Which some stores have eggnog that don't have alcohol in
I
it.
didn't even know that you could buy eggnog with alcohol in it, I get to mix it. I don't drink it anyway, I'm kind of like most of those. We never buy, like, you know, so if we run out of something, we get we get a delivery every week, whether it's beer or alcohol. So if we run out of somebody's favorite, it's like, well, you're just gonna have to wait for the next 2 years, or see whatever day they deliver it. And then, sometimes we went through a period where we're starting to get some stuff.
Yeah.
But,
because open.
yeah,
Yeah, careful.
and it's just like, we just got to wait till they bring it, because
When you were talking about the open night, what is an open night? Is that
we're like
everybody welcome?
yeah, we were allowed 7 a month, it used to just be 4, they moved it to 7. So you can be open 7 times a week, and so we have a treasure hunt drawing that we do, so we do that on Friday, so we usually open every Friday, so anybody from the outside can come in that day without having to be signed in by them. And then, when we have bands, we do that, to make it easier for band to come in from out of town, they can bring their family and friends and stuff, because used to would have to have every one of them sign in, and then you have to go, somebody that's a member would have to go give them a beer, so this makes it a lot easier for people. And, nicer for the bands to be able to bring family members or people that follow them around.
When they come in on the open night, are they made aware of the rules about leaving with alcohol and that they're?
Oh, definitely. Everybody, like I said, I've got it posted on the doors, but, we watch those nights a lot, because especially if I see somebody that looks like they're walking out. What just happened, when was it? A couple of weeks ago, we had a band, when I see a guy come up and get a drink, I never seen him before in my life. And he took off towards the door like he was running. I was like, oh, no, we're not doing this. So I chased him all the way down, and he was taking a drink to one of the band members. I was like, turn around. I said, hey, I said, I thought you could. He said, no. He goes, I know, we can't take that.
Any other questions, floor's open?
No.
Yeah.
It's, that club's been there for years. And, well, my brother, he had a cabin down on the river, and he helped him get it started and one thing and another. And it's a nice club,
It is.
it really is.
You don't have any trouble. That's why I like it. You don't have to worry about anything. And most of the time, everybody's been, it's the same people every day.
Yeah.
All right, do we have a motion?
I make a motion that, everything's under control as far as I can see.
I'll second is, I can take that as a renewal motion, I'll second that.
Renew, yes.
Motion to approve is made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
I
Motion carries 4-0. That is all for today.